Heart and Stroke Walkabout just wants to remind you that if you're new to walking, you may like to check with your healthcare provider before becoming more physically active. Our videos are intended for informational purposes only. Hi, it's Fran again from Heart and Stroke Walkabout, and we're getting all of this excitement around pedometers and how to use a pedometer and where to get a pedometer, so let's talk about that today. So, where do I get a pedometer? Well, number one, Heart and Stroke has a beautiful partnership with the Nova Scotia Libraries and the CAP, or Community Access Program, so you can go to any one of those sites in your local community and borrow a pedometer for up to 3 weeks, just as you would borrow a regular book. Isn't that fantastic? If you decide you borrow one and you think it's fantastic, it's great, you're having a great time with it, you can call Steps Count, the makers of these pedometers, at 1-866-342-2328 and buy your own pedometer for about $10. So now that you've got your pedometer, how do you use it? Well, I've recruited some help to help you demonstrate how to wear this properly. So you want to put your pedometer on your dominant side, so whichever side you write with, on your waistband above your knee. So it's going to be just probably inside that hip bone, if you can feel your hip bone protruding. Place the lanyard on. And then you're going to do your 20-step test. Okay, now you have your pedometer on your waist. You're going to pop open the cover with a latch on the top. You're going to press and hold the white button, and that resets it to 0. Takes a couple of seconds. Release it, close it up so that it snaps, and make sure that it's vertical. That's the only way it's going to track for you. Now we're going to take 20 steps. This is the 20-step test. And this tests to make sure that your pedometer is tracking accurately for you. So you're taking 20 steps. And once you finish, you're going to pop it open. And if it's reading somewhere between 19 and 21 for you, then your pedometer is tracking your steps properly. So if it's not between 19 and 21, you're going to pop your pedometer off and try a different position on your waistband. So in this position, the pedometer is above her knee in the back. She clasps the lanyard on, and she's going to try the test again. If you have a newer Walkabout pedometer, you'll notice that it has a sleep function, so there'll be no display when you open your pedometer. Close it up, give it a gentle shake, and you'll notice that it starts to track your steps for you. This is a battery-saving option. If you don't have a newer pedometer, you may have to change your battery after 1 to 2 years of fairly regular usage. So what you're going to do is on the top of your pedometer, you'll notice a triangle portion. You're going to pop that off. Inside, you'll see the battery, and with a little set screw, you're just going to take a little screwdriver, release that set screw, pop the old battery out, pop the new battery in, which you can probably find at any store. It's a regular watch-size battery, and put the set screw back in, pop the triangle portion on, and away you go, ready to track your steps again. So now you know where to get your pedometer, how to use it, and how to change the battery. Now, how do you set a SMART goal? Well, what I'd like you to do is to wear your pedometer for 3 days and get what your average steps would be for that day. So you're going to add those steps all together, divide it by 3, and that'll give you what your average is. So your next goal will be to add 10 to 20% onto those steps. So if you tracked 3,000 steps as an average for those 3 days, then you're going to try to add another 300 steps for that week, and maybe another 300 or so steps for the next week. So you're going to try and improve the number of steps that you're taking on a daily and weekly basis.